everybody, this is BlueZ here from the Token Minorities, and I'm glad that you're here, because today we have more Showdown battling. Specifically, we're battling in the OU ladder. So without further ado, we're going to take a look at our opponent's team, and we're going to figure out what we need to do. So if you take a look at my team, I'm actually on the other side of the field. I'm using my typical team as always: Greninja, Hippowdon, Charizard, Mega Y, Breloom, Sylveon, and Tentacruel. Now let's take a look at his team. His Umbreon is going to be a huge problem. I know my team in the past has had a couple problems with Umbreon, especially because it's a huge stall, but I also know that if I can get my Sylveon in, and there's not too many switch-ins he can use to scare off my Sylveon, that'll take care of Umbreon. I can outstall him and do a serious amount of damage with Hyper Voice. His Pinsir is most likely going to be his Mega, which is also going to be a problem. If he can get a Swords Dance or two up, he can pretty much sweep my entire team. So I want to make sure I at least get Stealth Rocks out there and stall him out enough, probably with Hippowdon or something, to make sure that he doesn't do that. Now, Latios is probably one of my biggest problems of all time. Probably him, Ferrothorn, and Chansey are probably the biggest problems to my team. So Latios, I know I'm going to want to do some condition damage against. I'm also going to want to be able to use my Greninja, do a safe switch in with my Greninja, and hopefully take out his Latios in enough time with him. His Cloyster might want to set up. His Rotom isn't going to be too much of a problem. His team seems like it's going to have a couple kinks here or there, but if I can play this right, I think I'm going to do that fantastically. So let's start the battle right now. He's going to lead Umbreon. I'm going to lead Hippowdon. He's going to Toxic me right away, which is going to be bad, but I know I want to get those Stealth Rocks out there, especially for Pinsir, and I don't know if there's much he can do about that except maybe bring in Latios, which might have Defog, but I doubt it's going to have Defog. So I think, I don't know what I was exactly thinking, trying to Earthquake and Slack off. The Toxic on my Hippowdon is eventually going to kill him, and that's going to be bad. He's ultimately Wishing, so if I'm smart, one of these times when I predict maybe a Protect or a non-offensive move, I'm going to switch into my Sylveon. And of course that's what's going to happen. My Sylveon is going to be a nice little counter to his Umbreon, especially if I can get a Heal Bell off. Now he uses Toxic. Of course that Heal Bell is going to be nice. He's going to Toxic again, and that Hyper Voice, especially as a critical hit, is going to be huge. Now, if you take a look, the Hyper Voice is still going to be doing a lot of damage. That's going to take his Umbreon right out, and a Heal Bell is going to take care of that Toxic right away. Now, I know I'm going to be seeing a nice Ice move from Cloyster, so a switch into Tentacruel is probably going to be my best bet, especially because if his Tentacruel tries to use a Shell Smash, I know that a Haze for my Tentacruel will probably be the best option. There's that Shell Smash I was telling you guys about. Haze is going to be in the future, unless I can take it out with a nicely timed Sludge Bomb. But of course, he's going to outspeed. He's even going to get a couple critical hits there. His Skill Link is going to make sure that he gets 5 hits of that Icicle Spear in there. But of course, a nice little Sludge Bomb is going to take care of that right away. I want to make sure my Tentacruel doesn't take any more damage. Now here's what I was talking about, doing some condition damage to his Latios. I think I'm going to end up sacking my Tentacruel because I don't really have anything else to worry about, and I want that safe switch into my Greninja. As I said before, the Greninja is going to be a perfect example of a Pokemon that's going to take his Latios right out. His Delphox comes out, Dark Pulse is going to take care of him right away. And of course his Pinsir is out right now, and he's going to want to have a visit from the Hippowdon Fairy. So Hippowdon can't do much in terms of attacking moves, but I can switch back and forth between his Rotom Mow and his Pinsir with Whirlwind. Now, Hippowdon's not going to like that Rotom Mow, but my Sylveon is going to love it. So I'm going to try to bring in my Sylveon, maybe do a Heal Bell to heal that Toxic, and then try to do some damage to his Rotom Mow before his Pinsir finally comes in. Now, maybe he's expecting a switch, maybe he's predicting me to switch into something else. He uses Signal Beam. I'm not sure if that's his best play, but I'm able to, you know, do some damage. Now, as Pinsir comes back in, those Stealth Rocks hurt a lot. That's going to be really bad for him. And of course, a Hyper Voice from him is going to be a very bad move. I'm not sure why he didn't use Quick Attack. Maybe he was expecting that I was going to heal myself or something. But at this point in the game, I have 5 Pokemon. He has 1 left. There's not much he can do at this point. So this is pretty much GG. And a lot of my predictions that I made at the beginning of the match really came true. I made a lot of good predictions, and I figured out what I could use to make his team kind of dance around and ultimately fall one by one. So I was really happy to have this match. As always, I'll be posting videos every Friday. Be there or be square. Also, you can come find us on Showdown. My username is MoxZ. Come find me. We can challenge, we can battle, we can discuss, whatever works. As always, I will be seeing you guys next week, but for now, hopefully you guys have a next week, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye!